So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So we're very much on the way now. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Hakimi getting this one clear. And played crossfield, changing the point of attack.
That's a great ball crossfield.
He's in plenty of space here. Nice control. Gusto is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, this player, Gravenberg, is someone I can't decide whether he's a 6, an 8 or a 10, Peter. He basically plays all of those roles in every game. And, of course, he's the main connector between defence and midfield. But he'll be the one playing the majority of the team's progressive passes forward. He's also a really physical presence, and he must be a bit of a nightmare to play against, actually.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. Threads one in. Well timed, excellent interception. O'Reilly. Rice is onto it in a flash. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Some really good ball movement. Bellingham! And the ball's come loose here. Japan, so far, providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper. Now it's Dembele. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Sanchez. Cherki. And he welcomes it in. Gusto. Cherki. And De Ketelara. This might spell danger. There's the shot! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Tchouaméni is offering a wry smile there.
Japan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving. Oh, good effort! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Grimaldo. Gusto. And it's Bruno Fernandes. And it's made its way to him. O'Reilly spots it and intercepts. Rice. Bruno Fernandes. Dembele. Shot at goal! Goal! Japan! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Japan are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Rice. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Cherki.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Looking for options for movement. De Ketelara picks it up out wide. Japan looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Bellingham. Great ball if he can get there. Great, and a shot! And that's in! They're level in a trice!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
That was easy, almost too easy.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Vietnam restore parity.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Gusto. And it's Grimaldo. Cherki. And De Ketelara. And it's Gusto. And he was quick to react.
Dembele really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Rice. And he's quick to snatch it back. Cherky concedes a free kick for that. Gravenberg. Now that looks a decent ball. Not a hint of offside here. And it's played in. But that is good defending. It's been repelled. That's the end of the first 45. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So it's one each. How are you seeing it, Jim?
Well, it's definitely been a game where both sides have tried to play to their own strengths, and I suppose neither side would be particularly unhappy with this scoreline. I suspect, Peter, the two managers will be keen to urge patience and discipline from their players now.
So all square at half-time, each side matching the other blow for blow at the break. Vietnam get the ball rolling for the second period.
Japan clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
De Ketelaere. And it's Bruno Fernandes. This is a promising build-up. Here's Chouameni. And he's quick to return it. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Chouameni. Turns back here, probably the best option. And it's Gusto. Grimaldo. Lovely pass, but can he get there? To Ketelaere! Goal! Japan! Into the lead once more. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Japan leading now. And he is going into that little black book.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Now then, the ball's come loose. Gravenberg. Back where it came from. Bruno Fernandes. And here's Vinicius Junior. That's good play. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He has a look. Can he finish? And a neat finish. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
What about the pass, Peter? It was played so intelligently and he picked out the perfect target.
And yes, it's him again. Japan now in a position far more desirable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Now, can they get him away? Now, there's a fine ball. Japan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. O'Reilly cuts it out. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's De Bruyne. Oh, he's having a go! Oh, it's hit the post! He's got a goal! Martinelli duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Rice cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Cherky will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Rice makes a dash for it. And he's had it nicked away. O'Reilly. Oh, easy pickings there. Szoboszlai is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And the keeper's given it away. Hakimi. Now Mbappe.
Such good technique.
And it's Hakimi. And it's De Bruyne. Some intricate... Great chance! And he's stuck it away! What remarkable powers of recovery!
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage. Fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more. Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. So we have movement on both benches. It's turning into quite a gem, this.
Well, now they've saved themselves. You can really sense a change in the whole atmosphere here. It's going to be pretty manic from now to the final whistle. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Musiala. And that's going wide left. Looking to play him in. Oh, he's been caught on it! Bullish header! This looks promising. Four extra minutes added on. No, he's not getting past him there. Nuno Mendes. And that's a nicely shaped ball. De Bruyne. Ødegaard. Alvarez. Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, in my opinion, set pieces are 50-50 moments, and this is a rather big one, and it all depends on the service.
Cleared without hesitation. So 90 minutes have come and gone. It's going to be extra time. So that was the second half.
Well, look, this has been a hard-fought encounter, Peter, so mistakes are far more likely over the next 30 minutes.
Well, no winner so far, but somebody has to be the winner, and extra time is next. So our quest to find the winner continues. Japan pay the price for failing to close out the match in normal time. Can they avoid the same fate here, where the consequences are still more serious? Scalvini. Gusto. Alvarez. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. It's Bellingham. Dembele being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
Chance! And no! He had to, and yet he could not.
It's a very watchable game, isn't it? Any goal from here could well be the winner.
Locatelli stood his ground strongly. Mbappe. And it's Locatelli. De Bruyne. And it's Ødegaard. Locatelli gets a foot in here. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. And he's going to have his name taken. Nuno Mendes. That's tidy. Oh, it's come loose. Mendes charging forward down that flank. So, third corner of the game. Alvarez goes short. And it is half-time in extra time. So those 15 minutes have flown by. Limbs now and heads indeed at the point of exhaustion. How will this end? Exhaustion, physical and mental. Will we find a winner? It has been a slugfest. Significant blows landed, but still no knockout. Thuram. Martinelli. And Hakimi tries to pass it through. De Bruyne. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Locatelli defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, no joy this time. And no, that was never going to make it.
Thuram really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Good running, strong and purposeful. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Now it's Lewandowski.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Bellingham. Eder Militao. And it's Gusto. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And that is that. There is only one way to decide this now. So after all of that, what can we say?
Look, I've been in this position myself, and after a grueling game, you don't want to back down if the manager asks you to take a penalty for fear of appearing weak. You can't let fatigue cloud your judgment.
So here comes the ultimate pressure moment. Penalties are imminent. So spot kicks imminent. You can cut the tension with a knife. Which way will he go? No! Hit it straight down the keeper's throat.
Well, he didn't hit that with any sort of conviction, and it's an easy save in the end.
Lewandowski pondering where to put it. Oh, great save! That is a great save! Locatelli, second in line for them. Pings it into the bottom corner.
You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
Mbappe is second man up. Oh, he's managed to get it through the keeper. He had to, and he did. Dembele is third in line. Oh, sent him the wrong way.
Looks like he's done it 1,000 times. Never looked like missing.
De Bruyne, the third man up.
Credit to him. You really need courage to do that in these circumstances as well.
Thuram is fourth up. Oh, that's a great get by the keeper. That is how you answer the call.
Well, Peter, I think he did well to hold his nerve then. Probably gave him that important edge. Yeah, looks so confident as well. The keeper's notes didn't help him then. He just has to trust his instincts and pick the right spot.
Now there's a penalty.
Good penalty. The keeper might have done him a favour in committing just a bit early. Everyone here are holding their breath.
I saved it! And the drama continues. So both teams effectively one kick away from the precipice. That's a brilliant read.
Well, he felt the goalkeeper outstared him there, which gave him the edge. Everyone here are holding their breath.
And they have done it in sudden death.
Well, that's just wonderful, Peter. The pressure was on, but that's just superb mentality. The
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. I'm Peter Drury and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thank you very much, Mr. Drury, and hello to everyone.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. Things already rolling. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, the midfielder Ryan Gravenberch is just very cultured, Peter. Another really fine product from the famous Amsterdam production line. And just like so many of their alumni, he's shown wonderful intelligence and versatility and, of course, vision whenever he's played. I think he's a tremendous all-round talent.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Scalvini. Passes short and sharp. Passing is crisp and sharp. Thuram! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Vietnam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Vinicius Junior. And he is dashing away. De Ketelaere.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And it's Soboslai. Now it's Haaland.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. O'Reilly. De Ketelaere did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And claimed it back swiftly. Bruno Fernandes. Japan already with the upper hand and looking to turn it into something close to dominance. And it's Grimaldo. And it's Bruno Fernandes. Rice. Vinicius Junior. He's shifting through the gears here. Vinicius Junior makes a move down the right. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. Gusto. And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. De Ketelare. Oh, good-looking ball. This is a promising build-up. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Could move up a gear here. Now it's Bellingham. Cherki. And smartly reclaimed. Threads one in. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. Cherki, who's set up one goal so far. Forced to go back. And the finish! It's a goal! And there's the goal they've been looking for. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Japan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Floated through. Chance, surely! Yes! They are purring, truly purring. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Japan find a position of real strength. Shot a goal! And there's a goal! And they're threatening to fly away here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. Tries one from range. Cherki. Thuram. So what can they make of this? Bellingham. Tries to pass it through. Now it's Thuram. And here's Soboslai. Holland thinks about the shot. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
Now it's Soboslai. He's picked his way through.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
De Ketelare proves too strong.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, what a half they've had. Cruising to victory, and it's only half-time. Astonishing.
Well, for me, it's a lead that's thoroughly deserved, Peter. They've been quicker to pretty much everything so far. The only thing you've got to wonder is, how taxing is this for the players? How long can they keep it up for? Are we going to see a fade in this second half?
Japan have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position. So we're underway for the second half. Vinicius Junior receives it in a wide position. Chouameni, Haaland, and there's his chance to lead the counter. Great ball if he can get there. Decent chance! Oh, good finish. There is a man right at the top of his game, and he just knows it.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
And that's it. So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So things are underway. Great vision. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Hakimi made a surge from fullback, as it turned out unsuccessfully. Cherki. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Well, it's not taken him long, and that's going to be a booking. Bellingham. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Hakimi. Gabriel. Now it's Haaland. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get on the end of this? Too much on it, and that is an easy claim for the keeper. Grimaldo. That's a good run down the left. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. Well, it seems as if the message has been...
Real chance! Gravenberg.
Vietnam definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Haaland was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ødegaard, and he plays one through.
Oh, great feat, that.
That is lovely. Vinicius Junior going face-to-face with his great rival. That's good play. And that's gone loose. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, sweet feet. Vinicius Junior. Corner then.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
They've played it short. And here's Ødegaard. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's De Ketelaere. And he's forced to go back. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Out towards the flank. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Cherki. Thuram. Bellingham can clear it away. And it's Gusto. Lovely passing, lovely movement as well. Has a look and plays it forward. Cherki proves too strong. De Ketelaere. And it's Grimaldo.
Look, they're prepared to be quite physical to contain any danger that might come their way.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vietnam have it back and can go again. Oh, that's fabulous. Engages and forces him off the ball. Cherki, Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Haaland. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
To Ketelara. Hakimi can get it clear. And it's been taken short. Bruno Fernandes. Now here's the... And a header! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
Japan have penetrated for the first time.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the #1 contender, and he's done it again.
Plays a sharp shapes to shoot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
Rice. And he cuts out the supply. Thuram. Looking for options for movement. He's having a shot! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. And and that is all they have time for.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
Japan looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. Down to business again. Rice. And here's Vinicius Junior. Now, can they get him away? And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Grimaldo. Threads one in. Cherki picks it up out wide. And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass. And we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
A case now of complete control. He is through here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. The ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Not much doubt about who's going to take this one. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Just wouldn't stay down for him. Cherki. Thuram currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Scalvini. And it's Gusto.
Japan are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Tries to pass it through. And he's managed to get free. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Deftly away. Played with finesse. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Nicely weighted ball. Gravenberg.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Looking for the run. And he's picked it up out wide. Eder Militao with the slide tackle there. Can he get it through? Didn't quite work for him. Grimaldo. And Scalvini. Haaland. Can he finish? Vietnam have their second corner now. Japan have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham getting forward, bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Rice, played out towards the right wing. Bellingham receives it in a wide position. Well, it's a look of bewilderment. His touch deserted him at the key moment.
Yeah, very careless, and I leave it at that.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Japan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. He's in one-on-one. Martinelli! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Havertz. Now that looks a decent ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Japan clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
He's had a shot! Oh, brilliant save.
Havertz completely showed too much of that to the keeper, and he'll be kicking himself for it.
And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening. So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here. A clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. Getting up there! Smashing delivery, just didn't do enough with it.
That definitely had the element of surprise to it. Clearly came in when no one was expecting it, and it was drilled.
Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's to Ketelara. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Well, the Belgian boy, De Ketelara, is worth a mention, Peter. He's got a great mix of creativity, versatility, and tenacity. He's got everything a playmaker needs, and of course, his team will no doubt be looking to him to get them going here.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. And it's Grimaldo. Flashes it across. That's a good block, but at the expense of a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Haaland. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And that's gone all the way through to the keeper. Chouameni. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's...
Decent chance! And he couldn't finish.
Thuram has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Grimaldo. Threads one in. Crosses it in. He's rising! Goal! Japan! And Japan are in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Japan have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting.
He's having a shot! And the keeper's glad to see the back of that.
There's no doubt he made the right decision, but without the right result.
Cleared away. Oh, there's a probing ball. Japan are looking to go forward now. Oh, it's come loose. Scalvini. Japan currently a goal to the good and with the lion's share of the ball. Eder Militao deals with that comfortably. And the counter is on. Grimaldo stood his ground strongly. Grimaldo. Oh, that is a good challenge from him. Oh, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Eder Militao. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Picked out brilliantly. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Well, that has not gone well.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Cherki going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Bellingham.
Oh, great feat, that.
Eder Militao cuts out the pass.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Bellingham. And here's Haaland. Now it's Bellingham for Rice. Closing in on goal. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Plays it across.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Haaland.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's beautifully weighted. That has ended up in no man's land. Hakimi spots it and intercepts. Gravenberg. Szoboszlai. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Now it's Szoboszlai. He's in a great position here.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And it's Gravenberg. Tchouameni. Haaland. Eder Militao kept his eye on it, and he's there. Tchouameni. Cherki. That is good alertness. This is a promising build-up. Spread out to the left. Szoboszlai. Header! Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff. Japan just ahead then as we reach 45 minutes.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Japan looking solid, if not too much more at half-time. It's 1-0. And we get things going again.
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Can he get it through? And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Japan clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. De Ketelaere has been caught there. It's a foul. And just to confirm that the referee did issue a yellow card for that earlier incident. Tchouameni. That's a cute ball. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there and evident annoyance.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. No, he's had it taken off him. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's there to retrieve it. Gusto. Haaland looking in every way a marked man at the moment.
Yeah, and they've got to be careful, Peter, that they don't allow their attempt to snuff out the threat now to turn into indiscipline.
He won't be happy with that one. Japan are still that goal to the good. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. That ball looks a good foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. Yellow or red? It is red. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied.
Well, Peter, I don't think he even had time to blink. This is just a spontaneous reaction.
Well, this looks promising in terms of distance and angle.
This is about as perfect a free kick position as you could wish for.
Oh, it's Mbappe! Sharp and fizzing, but not quite.
A good disguise on that, though. I don't think many people would have expected him to absolutely clatter it the way he did.
Tries to pass it through. So we've reached the hour mark. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Grimaldo. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can be got at, and they can so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
He is through here. Mbappe unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. That's a pretty loose pass. Now he's off and running. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's found a way through. Oh, good read. Vinicius Junior. Japan still have the cards to affect this game.
Well, you can only assume that the manager's got those substitutions on his mind.
And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
That's a little off target. Gravenberg. And it's De Bruyne. It's Lewandowski! That is decidedly lacking.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Not the most accurate pass. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, no joy this time. 75 minutes played. He steps in, and that's the end of that. And here's Haaland. Pass somewhat off target. Knocks it into space. He's had a shot! It's in! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
Japan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
He can run onto that. And that has left him in a heap. Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a sharp pass. Mbappe! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
And how decisive might that prove, Peter? It really would have put the wind in their sails if there were just one down, as opposed to two.
Leading by 2 and the finishing line in sight. Courtois gets his hands on it and the danger is averted. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. And here's Mbappe. Now, can they get him away? Time is desperately short now, but it is a corner. Corner number 2 then. Opts to play it back. No way through, so back it comes. Tries a shot! Nearly, but not quite. Corner number 3 coming up. Japan have the chance to go the other way. And no surprise, that's a booking. And the number on the board is 3. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe.
Vinicius Junior
Has the space to scheme. Ball's gone out of play. Eder Militao. That's that, the end. It's a super show all round, both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Thuram, voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.